The general world economy is struggling to find ways to manage the current economic challenges and perform well in an increasingly difficult and unpredictable global landscape.
Despite this, Middle Eastern countries are gaining a momentum, and the United Arab Emirates is no exception. This is Tracy Jiyoung
and Jiyoung
giving you an insight into the global competitiveness of the UAE.
On the platform of an innovation-driven economy, the UAE was able to move up the global ranking by 3 places with 0.2 increase in the overall score in 2012. The UAE is becoming more competitive.
The country is performing better than the average innovation-driven economies in terms of being well-equipped with institutions, infrastructure, stable macroeconomy, which help to achieve a high-level goods and labor market efficiency. Yet, the World Economic Forum has assessed the UAE's health, education, and technological readiness to be behind the other innovation-driven economies.
So what do these results say about the UAE and what is left for them to do?
With a score of 6.4 out of 7, the UAE government can be proud of its stable macroeconomy. Its dip in GDP growth rate during the global financial crisis in 2008 has recovered and is forecast to continue on its growth path. The Global Competitiveness Report states that the inflation rate of UAE is appropriate, allowing the firms to operate efficiently. The large inflow of direct foreign investment reflects the investors' confidence in the UAE's economic outlook, under the prediction that the oil in Dubai will run out in the next 10 years. The UAE is becoming less reliant on its oil reserve, shown by the increasing percentage of GDP contributed by non-oil trade goods. Successful attraction of foreign investment, accompanied with increasing economic diversification, has helped UAE to achieve a high rating for its macroeconomy.
The UAE also received a great recognition for its infrastructure, scoring 6.1 out of 7. Well known to be a big spender on infrastructure, the government's great investment in the sector was not in vain at last. From the number of the world's tallest skyscrapers to the high quality of the overall infrastructure, the UAE's performance in this sector is very plausible. The UAE's 3 principal ports are efficient, handling a total of over 1.5 million container units a year. Dubai World Central International Airport not only serves as the hub for world-class Emirates airlines, but its quality has been recognized to rank 3rd place in the world. There is also the enviable telecommunications network, with over 500,000 telephone lines operating in the country, 6,000 international circuits, which are sufficient for UAE's thriving business community. All in all, the superior rating of the UAE's infrastructure clearly indicates to the government that this portion of the budget is well spent.
The UAE is renowned for its goods and labor market efficiency, ranking 5th and 7th out of 144 countries in the world, respectively. The extent and effect of taxation is especially outstanding in the UAE, ranking 2nd globally. The country has a low tax rate and individuals are not taxed. What's more surprising is, despite the general trend in the Middle East of suffering from unsustainable employment for the rising population, the UAE's competitiveness index regarding the labor market efficiency surged by 21 points to the 7th in the world. The report has attributed the UAE's advancement in this field to the efficiency and flexibility of its labor market, employment of qualified nationals, and an enhancement of professional code of ethics.
Thanks to the geographic location and the strict abidance to their beliefs, the contagious diseases such as malaria, tuberculosis, and AIDS is not prevalent in the UAE. Albeit the fact that the UAE is a developed country, the relatively high infant mortality, comparatively low life expectancy, and the disappointing primary education enrollment rate at 88% remain to be ameliorated. Therefore, the UAE should take this kind reminder by the World Economic Forum into consideration for its next year's budget plan to advance itself as a more competitive Arab country.
The UAE has long been criticized for its restrictive labor regulations due to their strict abidance by their religion. This corresponds with a poor score of 4.8 in the Global Competitiveness Report in the ratio of women to men in the labor force, which does not make the most efficient use of the labor market. In order to improve its labor market efficiency, the UAE should pay attention to work on these areas.
Lastly, the report revealed that the UAE falls far behind the average of innovation-driven economies in terms of technological readiness. Although they have the access to the latest technologies, the internet connectivity among the population seemed to be quite low, with only 1 out of every 10 population having broadband internet subscriptions and 70% of the total population using the internet. These results serve as an encouragement for the UAE government to improve its technological readiness in order to live up to the name of an innovation-driven economy.
Extensive and efficient infrastructure is critical to ensure economic effectiveness. It is an important factor in determining the physical location and the variations of the economic activities. Due to its significance, infrastructure is one of the 3 priority areas for the UAE government to progress in the future. Effective modes of transport, including quality roads, railroads, ports, and air transport, enable entrepreneurs to get their goods and services to market in a secure and timely manner, and facilitate the movement of workers to the most suitable jobs. Economies also depend on electricity supplies that are free of interruptions and shortages, so that businesses and factories can work smoothly. Finally, a solid and extensive telecommunication network allows for a rapid and free flow of information, increasing the overall economic efficiency. Sophisticated modern infrastructure, together with the advanced services at sea and airports, can contribute considerably to achieve more prosperous economic development of a country. Therefore, with reference to the Global Competitiveness Report, infrastructure is one of the core competencies of UAE, and the UAE government should maintain the portion of its budget to invest and perpetuate its current world-class level of infrastructure.
Another core improvement area for the UAE is the country's health and public education. It seems like the coming year will be a busy one for the UAE, with the 3 priority areas that they need to work on: maintaining its infrastructure, improving the health and education, and advancing its technological readiness will be their homework.
With these tasks completed, we may see the United Arab Emirates ranking higher up on the 2013-14 Global Competitiveness Report.